Hello. Is it working? Do you guys see these new mics? Can you hear me? Sorry. Hi. Welcome back to episode 15 of Shoot for Initiative. You might notice that the set is a little different. We have changed a lot about our show. We've changed new people. Dylan's got hair. Doug shaved his head.
Yeah, we're all the same here. What are you talking about?
But more than anything, we got these amazing mics. Brad got them for us for the low price of $20 a pop.
Shaka's Brad.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you, Brad. And the set is looking particularly sexy today because our friend and studio manager Jogan has set up this perfect little thing with. Are those curtains? Yeah, curtains. And it's looking fine.
Meanwhile, Hero has ended up in the abyss.
I'm balding apparently, so things are happening. But I thought we would do a little recap before we start. A little recap of not just our adventure so far, but of Moridoras as a whole. So if those of you are joining us for the first time, here's where we are. Our adventurers live in a place called Moridoras, which is a land of plenty. In some places, Avon is at the top of the top of the place, and it is clouded in mystery. Not many people know of it. There is slavery. There are constant battles there, and there are creatures climbing out of mines that are leaking into other cities and countries and affecting everyone. Not many people from Avon really travel anywhere, but the only thing they know is that the capital is Dagger's Point, and that they trade in Black Rock. That is a very powerful magical power source. I said power twice, didn't I? And everyone relies on them for mechanics, for doors, for simple things such as even like cooking equipment. So it is in high demand. We are now in the country of Beal, in the city of Aradan. You guys started in a little small tourist town of Thunder Rock, and things have escalated. You found a cult. Some kids you have saved and you discovered were being experimented on in the basement in Strata Manor. You saved 5 out of the 6, but unfortunately Tammy, poor little Tammy, did not make it.
R.I.P. Tammy.
R.I.P. Tammy.
So you guys are sort of in pursuit of this cult and other people responsible, and you made it to the city of Aradan. Below that, where Hazel is from, is the country of Terra. So each country is named after a god that is responsible for. Terra is a luscious, great, big forest land with mountains and rivers and beautiful, just scenic things. Slap the mic there. And below that is a giant desert, which is named after Pyrrhus, the god of sea travel, which is very, very ironic. And to the east of that is a little island that nobody has ever been to or come back from, called the Godfall Island. So that is Moridoras. So you guys have discovered this cult. You guys went into the city, dealt with the drow people. You guys have tried to discuss things with the leader called Denal. He's mentioned that there are 20 more kids that are missing, and including his own son. And you guys have said, we will do it. We will find you, your kids, and we'll help you. But by doing that, you will have to enter the inner rings of the city. The 3 rings, the poor ring, which is the outer ring, the inner ring where all the semi-rich people are, and then the uppermost inner ring, which is where the castle is, where the high lords are, and where basically the people who decide what happens in the city live. You guys did a job for Lord Rainier, which is a smuggler of sorts, and you, let's say, took an amulet. Let's not use the word steal, it's a bit ugly.
Acquired.
Acquired.
It was
Acquired.
stolen. It was 100% stolen.
It's called reacquired.
It was nicked.
Not a thief, you know.
You're an acquirer.
I acquire things, that is right. I pick things up that people leave lying around.
It's the purveyor.
That town was not using it correctly, and they were living in squalor.
So I'll say, Eridan, as you have found out, is a very capitalistic, kind of glory-centric place where everything's about the glory. Like Beale is a very god of war, god of money, god of victory. So everything's about climbing the social ladder and just being good, like generally good with money. You found that there's a lot of poverty here, and there's a lot of kind of discrimination, and this is not news to some of you who live in Eridan. But it is news for some of you who live in the rural towns. So you guys are just trying to form a plan to get into the inner rings of the city and do all these things that you are trying to do to help people. I think before we start, I would say we have to introduce ourselves again.
Oh.
Yes.
I'll start with my friend Kent.
Hi everyone, I'm Kent and I am playing the role of Tal the Half-Elf Rogue.
Hi, my name is Tom. I'll be playing Alaric, the Ranger, and I'll just say thank you for Level Up Dice for their amazing dice.
Thank you,
You
Level
can
Up
see
Dice.
them. They're pretty cool.
So can I get Joan to zoom in, if possible, on this?
Dum dum dum.
It's a hockey puck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that. I'm gonna take that off.
It's a chewing
It's
tobacco.
mouth-watering dice.
Oh,
Those
Can we see
beautiful
that
blue
logo?
dice.
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
Oh,
That laugh of
Amazing.
fun fell out right now.
yeah.
People don't know, but you can put your weed in there.
Or cocaine.
Thank you, Level Up Dice.
Or you can put your dice in there.
All your dice.
Yeah.
Depends what you can afford.
Or it's for its
Whatever
Level
you
Up.
need.
For
Yeah.
all my people with dice addiction, cocaine's cheaper.
Yeah. You're a single dude going for a night out in the town, condom.
Thank you, Level Up Dice.
Thank you, Level Up Dice.
I tried.
Whether or not you like to use condoms or raw dog it, Level Up Dice is
Hero!
Level Up Dice is the place for you to go to get luxury dice items.
Perfect
and
keys to size.
D&D accessories.
I'm looking at you with so much disappointment right now.
But our official stance on this is that wear protection.
Wear protection.
Yes, and if you're going to keep
Safe
to it, be
sex.
careful. Over to you.
Yeah, I am.
Follow that one up.
What did I do?
Wow.
I am Brad. I actively choose to use protection because it's safe,
Well, unless you're trying for a kid.
unless you're trying.
Yeah.
50-50?
Yeah. So, yes, I am Brad. I'm playing Gaz and Daz, the human barbarian and the chicken. Yeah, you can catch me on Branderson94 on Instagram, and that's Branderson with 2 A's.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I'll be playing Penance, the Tiefling Blood Hunter. Yep, I got the full 7 set. You can find me online on social media at DSA_cosplay.
You'll do something.
On to you.
Hi, I'm Amy. I play Hazel Hawkins, the half-orc knowledge cleric. I'm on Instagram at AmyPlaysRPGs. Doug.
Doug's malfunction.
Doug zoned out.
Is there a switch? Do I have to fix
Yeah.
something here?
Doug, what's your stance on protection? Are you crying?
Never heard of it.
Now that is a perfect way to not have
Ordering
sex.
from being open for so long. I'm Doug, playing the rock gnome graviturgist Fantok Duke, and you can find me online at Red Wizard Gaming. And I refuse to answer your question.
That's
Oh, that's
caveman.
valid.
I like a bit of mystery.
I mean, D&D is a good prevention too.
Doug is like, am I wearing it? Am I not? Who knows? Let's
Best
find
one.
out next week.
Yeah, best contraception's being a nerd.
Exactly. Don't have to worry about
On my
it.
first day, he's like,
Delayed.
"Hey, how you doing? I play D&D."
Oh, I always wanted a boyfriend that was sterile.
My name's
Hey,
Hero. I'm the
secondary.
DM,
I'm just
and
trying to
I am a part of Spool. I'm a partner of Spool, and we do amazing things like this. For now, we only have the one show, but we're on every Sunday night at 6 p.m. I guess except for this week. But from every Sunday night, 6 p.m. on Twitch, and a week afterwards, it will be on YouTube. So if you want to catch us straight away, if you're kind of following up with the story and you want to know what's happening, right out of the gate, go on Twitch. If you want to binge the rest of our show, if you missed our previous shows, or Dylan's one shot, or our previously affiliated show, Courage and Chaos, hop onto YouTube, and our channel is Spool Official. So definitely hop on there and binge all that fun stuff. So starting from now,
Okay.
Oh,
welcome back, audience. Hopefully, I'll edit all that stuff out. Welcome back, audience. Every game. So if you don't know, we are a D&D gameplay game show, and what we try to do is we try to replace some of the D&D roles and ability checks with games. Sorry, very intimate moment with the camera here.
only sweat on the left brow.
And we replace those roles with fun games that we do. And one of the games tonight I should say, is that in everyone's backseat there should be taped, or in your pockets, taped
Or in your boot.
Yep.
That's my shoe.
I just need another bullet then.
Anywhere
No, you
there's
wasted it, friend.
anywhere that's hard to reach, you will have a. Can I say a name? I'll say a name.
Projectile.
A gun.
A gun, a
fake
toy
gun.
gun, of whatever company that it may be. Birth gun.
Birth guns.
And throughout the episode, at any point, you can shoot me, the DM, and if you get me, you get you get a D20 that you can use at any time. But if you miss me, I get a D1 that I can dole out on you at any time that I
Nat one?
want.
Nat 1.
Nat 1, sorry.
Nat 20,
What did I say?
Nat 1.
Nat 1.
Not D20.
So
D1.
you get me, Nat
I'm
20.
gonna roll this D1.
You don't get me, Nat 1.
Hang on. Do I get a second chance?
So you guys get one shot each this episode.
Did my
Okay.
count?
No, yours didn't count. I say Doug's didn't count either.
Ooh,
Mine's done.
that was
Wow,
for
but you full on.
you did
God.
a matrix
A
done.
generous, gracious DM. I approve.
It was for explanation purposes.
Yeah, I was showing you
It was
how.
a demonstration.
Oh, sorry. I was showing you how it works.
Yes,
So,
we're a professional show.
yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully this is edited out too.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Thomas was had a real gun. He would have shot himself in the
This is
foot.
why we can't have nice things.
This is why we roll for things. We haven't actually got the skills to do it in real life.
Well, of all those people, how many of you actually fired a gun before?
Everyone in the
Yeah.
room.
At a
Well, there's your
person?
point.
At a person?
No.
Wait.
Prove it in court.
Intentionally at a person?
Prove it in court.
I will not confirm or deny.
That's a
I-
smarter way to put it.
I defer to my lawyers on this.
Yeah.
I plead fifth.
I'm from rural Queensland. Of course, I've shot a
Hang
gun.
on.
I was in the army, so yes, I shot a gun.
I refuse to make
I
a
shot
statement
big
that may or may
ones.
not incriminate myself at a later date.
I do not remember at this present moment of time, officer. I do not recall those events at this present moment of time, officer. Because then when they show the evidence and they're like, well, here's you on camera, I remember now.
Je ne parle pas l'anglais.
Yep.
I just don't say anything.
Lo siento, no hablo inglés.
Oui.
All right, so
That's your
With all
free more
of
advice for the
That
week.
out of the way.
Yeah.
Free? God, no. You can hit up my BSB account.
so lessons we learned today.
Raw dog it. Raw dog it. Don't get life insurance.
No, do get life insurance.
None of us know how to use a gun.
Yeah.
And level up dice.
What was the other
And
one?
level up dice.
And level up dice.
What even is the...
Anyway, so you guys have just finished a battle where you defended the village of Atiri, which is about 2 hours from, or half an hour
from
walk
Really?
from Aridin. So Aridin is surrounded by 2 rivers, and Atiri and Pyrus are the river villages that are next to or below Aridin.
Yes. Penance bought some property. I spent some time in a water elemental, and I think Fenthwick made some bombs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Flower bombs.
Flower bombs.
And I think one thing we learned is that the amulet, kind of when you touch it, some sort of shield comes out.
And fish people really want it.
Yes. Either fish people really want it or fish people really want to be there for some reason to that village. But you attacked them, you killed some of them, or most of them I would say, and then you destroyed the water elemental, which had a black crystal inside of it. You found out once you killed him. And you think that he was leading the charge and summoning the creatures. So you think that maybe now that he's gone, the village is safe. The village may no longer need to rely on the amulet. So I think you assume that you can go with a good conscience that you can take the amulet and just be done with it.
Yeah, I mean, we still stole it.
Yeah, it's still stole.
Yes, but we're assuming
Fine.
that is good now.
Well, yeah, I'm still under the pretense that when the amulet arrived in the village, that the attacks started.
Well, why don't we get Fenthwick to identify it, and then we can find out what it actually is.
Well, I'm working on the premise of it's, take from the rich and give to the needy, and I need the amulet.
I couldn't agree more, my friend.
Yeah, I was so close to being like, just fucking roll it. Put your dice on the table.
I've been waiting 20 minutes to do that. I apologize.
Also, Alaric has been. None of you know this, but Alaric has been in one of the bushes, just watching the fight.
Oh my god, are you serious? Oh my god.
That kind of
That was pretty
sense.
good, guys.
I thought I could smell popcorn.
Do you pop out of the bushes? Oh my god.
You're just literally just XP leeching off us.
I'm a ranger. Gotta take what I can get.
Alaric, how long have you been there?
The whole time.
You saw me get sucked in by a water elemental and you
Thanks for
didn't
the
think
help,
to
mate.
fire a bow or an arrow or anything.
No, I
had
feel like
to.
you did fine.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys, and Daz. Thank you for not letting me drown inside that thing. Ooh, that would not have been fun.
I was just curious. Man, first time I've really seen you fight.
You have fought with us before, you know.
Well, not really. Like, it's pretty short.
I think that was a joke against you.
So you do catch it slightly, but Fenthwick is trying to be really subtle and soft about it. But then you notice that Alaric's pants just start to run, like he's peeing himself.
But it's water.
Actually,
So they're
we
actually
wouldn't.
becoming
His
clean now.
ghillie suit?
Yep.
Yeah, we wouldn't see anything.
But
He's
you know it's there.
I'll take,
I know
I'll
it's
take it
there.
ahead of. I'll take the thing off.
Oh, so you pop out of the thing and we don't know what to use. Like, oh god, what is that? Kill it.
Are you still in a full ghillie suit?
Kill it
Yeah.
with fire.
Yeah, I would never take that off again in my life.
Just in the middle of the city.
I am the bush.
That must be so heavy with all the marsh water around.
That's not too bad. I'm used to it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't want to question that. That's fair enough.
Well done.
Is everyone okay? Does anyone need any healing?
I think I'm pretty. I can't remember.
I survived.
You look fine.
I survived for now.
I'd say it's about 1 in the morning right now.
Ooh, okay.
Who's got the amulet?
I think I do.
It's in your wrist pocket.
Right.
Yeah. Do we
And-
get the orb again?
It appears
Hmm.
back in my pocket.
So as soon as you touch it, the orb just kind of expands from the point of the amulet, and you see kind of red energy bubble just explode, and all around you, about 30 feet radius, is you're just in this big globe, like dome. Sorry.
I
This
try and
dome.
say something. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, he can hear you.
Oh. So I'm gonna put the amulet down on the ground, and I'm gonna start ritually casting Identify.
Okay. So as soon as you put it down, the globe just comes back into the
Just put the amulet there. Put my book out beside it. A little pearl that I stick on my head there. Start tracing sigils and symbols with an owl feather.
And this takes
Occasionally
how long?
touching the amulet. 11 minutes.
I'll do a ritual on the black crystal. The black crystal from the water elemental still there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll sit down next to Fenswick and do it. It looks a little bit less fancy. I'm just praying basically over this crystal to identify it.
Okay.
So same thing.
I like to sit down next to both of them and nap.
Do it to your crossbow.
Yeah. And set up a little ritual around the crossbow and everything. Clean the blood off of it. Get shocked a little bit. Clean more of the blood off of it. Sit down. I fall asleep.
Tal was still away from the group
Yeah.
and was walking back to them, so when the dome went up, he's still outside.
But then it went away. Almost
Then it
like
went
2
away.
seconds later.
It was like.
Hey guys.
Guys, come
Shoot,
on.
really? Come on.
So we're casting over here. Also, Alaric's over in the bushes if you want to grab him.
Oh, nice you to show up, mate.
Come
Start
here the whole
calling you
time,
blisters. Show up when all the hard work's done.
Well,
I think I thought of a new spell that I want to create. Summon pizza.
Ooh.
Was Gaz and Daz alright?
we're fine. We're just hanging out.
You
I'm
sit down with
pretty-
your chicken in front of you to do a ritual.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
I just
yeah.
end up doing like a chicken dance.
I think Gaz is like pretty chuffed that he saved Hazel.
Oh, Hazel definitely gives you a hug before
Yeah.
she sits down to a ritual. She's like, thank you.
Yeah. So Gaz is 100% chuffed. He's like, fuck yeah, I did a good job, good boy. And then
Daz is also like, I did a good job.
and Dad's just like, yeah, you did a good job. And then yeah, I'm just gonna sit down with the chicken and just watch what you guys are doing.
So 11-minute passes, and at the end of your ritual, not only do you know what it does, you kind of recognize it. It has some kind of... So before, there were kind of a race that came before humans that then became the humans. They were like precursors to every race. And that kind of came before the before times.
The dinosaur.
Yeah,
Like monkeys.
dinosaurs. No, so the Celestial Wars. So this is a pre-Celestial War item. So it was a very powerful relic. You can tell that it's an amulet of protection. It generates a energy shield that adapts to the wearer or the situation. So if someone's screaming so your ears bleed, it will mute the entire dome. If they're using kind of electrical shock attack, it will nullify all of that.
So it's an amulet of
Oh.
adaptive protection.
Adaptive protection,
That's
basically.
cool.
Arcane airbag.
That's cool.
But you know that in order to expand the globe or to adapt it, you need to sacrifice your own life force.
Sorry, wait, what now?
Wait, what?
So to adapt it or to make it bigger, the shield of protection, you have to sacrifice your own life force.
Sounds like my kind of thing.
Well, I don't know. I
How
figured
much life?
my soul is already forfeit to Avon, apparently.
I believe
We are
to just
fixing
cause
that.
damage.
True.
We're going
Um,
to fix that. You're not going to go to Avon.
It's definitely not very expensive. It's not like a 1-to-1. I'm going to expand it to save one person and I'm going to lose half my life. It'll be a little less than that, but it's still pretty significant. You know that the amulet belonged to a demigod that was like a son of one of the gods. You don't know which one, but you know him as Marius.
Marius?
Just Marius. He was a protector of sorts and also a champion in a heroes guild at some point.
Does that mean that the demigods are still alive?
Some are rumored to be, but most of them are hidden. The only one that you know is the High Champion, who is Tiberius' brother
Wait, he's a
and
demigod.
father.
So Tiberius is a demigod.
So
too.
Tiberius is
Yeah.
a quarter god.
Oh, he's a quarter. So his
What?
father was a demigod.
Holy-
Sorry,
what?
What? Yeah,
But he's very stupid.
Backtrack!
yeah. He's not very
It's kind of some serious inbreeding
Intelligent.
going on in that family.
Yeah, wow.
You know the royals.
I understand why the guys don't respond now. This changes everything.
Well, they're also dead.
Huh.
Yeah, but now I know
you
why.
say that.
Well, this changes things.
To
Don't
be
know
fair,
what, but it changes things.
I mean, I'm much more okay with finding out that Tiberius, as stupid as he is powerful. If I found out it was John, I would lose it.
No, John is just a god.
Tiberius also almost died.
Almost.
We saved him from dying.
He's too stupid to know what that means.
You would have to assume then that Marius is the son of Beal, wouldn't
But
you?
then he wouldn't be very strong, would he?
No, Beal was quite strong. Wait, what's Tiberius' dad's name? Do we know that? The head of the
You don't know.
Okay.
But if you visit any place, really, or ask anyone, they will tell you because they're the high champion. It's like being Tom Cruise.
I love that you looked
Is
at
that
me.
his dad? Is that his
I
dad?
really appreciate that. I love that you looked
Who's
at
the
me.
guy in the Interview with Vampire? You know that guy? Mission Impossible?
Tom Juice?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, don't recall.
Simon Pegg? Alright. Simon Pegg.
So it's Scientology that we're going for.
Oh god.
That explains why the kids are missing.
Don't get me started. We'll have a whole podcast on Scientology. That shit is smart. That shit is smart.
Wait, did I get you?
Was that a hit?
Did it hit? I don't know.
I thought it
I heard
I
it.
heard a noise.
Did it?
I heard it click
I heard
somewhere.
it.
You know
clip,
the
yeah.
guys
Might have
raised
been
two
clipped your
glasses.
glasses.
Oh, that's why I didn't feel it. So, oh! I didn't feel it. So, oh!
There's a nat 20.
Oh,
There you
220.
go.
I was at 220s.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
Oh shit.
I feel so bad because the only thing available is your face.
Yeah, I dodged it a little bit. It hit me in the ear.
Always shoot for the biggest target.
that would be those boulder shoulders. Let's be real.
I was going
Oh,
for
yeah.
the
Just
nose.
his forehead.
Yeah. That's sadly true.
There you go.
Quick aside, I was showing my boyfriend some stuff from the shoot, and I was showing him like the trailer, and he saw you, and he's like, "Damn, the DM's jacked." And I was like, "Yeah, it's Hero."
Not anymore.
He is it.
Should have changed your name to Jack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been meaning to change my name to a more Western name.
Why?
I don't know.
Hero's
Why?
dope.
Hero's weird, isn't it?
No.
It's amazing.
It
I love
suits
it.
this perfectly.
I'll change it to John.
No, change it to Thomas.
John.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, just what? Someone suggested John.
Yeah, John.
Why?
Because he always
I hate
says
John
Thomas.
John.
Thomas
First
is
name John, middle name John.
Yes.
John Chow.
I'm cursed.
Last name John. So it's John.
First name John, last name Wayne.
John Chow John.
John
John.
Cube. So playing D&D.
Yes, the game that we're all here to play.
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
merch
Playing
idea
game.
is just Amy. We're playing
So
D&D.
playing D&D. Okay. So this adaptive protection amulet is old as hell.
Yeah,
And
it's
probably
about
very, very valuable.
yeah
Very, very powerful.
at least 200 years old.
Wait, when did the
I'd
gods
say
die?
Marius would be dead.
The gods like 200 or so years ago.
So there are people around who would have known the gods.
There are people around who used to be a different race entirely until they got changed
Into humans or to all humanoids?
into all humanoids.
Okay.
So you know that from legends, dragonborns used to be actual dragons, and like elves used to be immortal, but everyone used to be immortal, and then they lost their mortality.
About 200 years ago.
Yeah, giants became, dwarves and halflings.
Can I try something weird with that?
I feel like this would have been good to know ages ago.
Can
I
I
feel
do
like
a
we did.
medicine check on it?
On the amulet.
To check if it's actually made of organic material.
Okay, like if it's someone's like chess piece or
Or
it
if
could be
it's
a
was
piece of god.
fossilized something.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that-
I guess.
Possible?
You have a nat 20, don't
that
you?
sounds good. That sounds promising.
It's good.
It's
That's-
like a
that's
fishing
one.
village.
Once I finish the identify spell and learn all of that,
Fuck.
I'll look up at Tal. I think we could ask for more if we're going to give this back.
Alright then, what do you reckon we can get for it?
Name your price.
Really? That's great.
Really? That's
You reckon he
This-
knows? You reckon he knows what he's asked for?
how could he not?
Well, I had my suspicions once you let loose what this was actually for. I was suspecting maybe he has ties to wanting to take over the village and simply wanted to kill everybody. Because if we just took that and left, that's what would happen.
I could see this being something that people would kill other people for quite easily.
Or fish people, yeah.
Or fish people, yes.
Or maybe we don't want to give it to anyone and just keep it for ourselves.
I like that idea.
That is a thought.
It looks, it's...
Because I would feel safer if it's in our hands rather than giving it to
Well-
someone we don't know and what their purpose is for it.
But
You know Renair better than the rest of us. What would he do if we renege on our deal?
Well, it depends on who he's acquiring it for, because that's what he really does. He's the facilitator of acquiring certain artifacts. So, depend on who's asked him to acquire it.
True.
He doesn't get his hands dirty, he gets someone else to do the job. Us. He may get all the money for it.
Didn't this thing like attract them?
We're not sure.
I think it's protecting the town from them.
Because now when it's not in the town anymore, even if they weren't killed, they might not come back. They're
Good,
obviously
because-
going for this thing.
They didn't
That's
start attacking
possible.
when the amulet arrived.
Mm.
So
Did I
there's
find
that
anything
correlation
from the
between
black
that.
crystal?
So is it
Oh,
safe to?
it's
keep
just
it?
a black crystal. Yeah.
Haha, I got the lowdown.
Is there a safe?
Oh,
way
hey,
to-
a black crystal.
I give it to Tal. I'm like, you have the rest of these.
Did that black crystal have white through it though?
It had a slight streak of white, but as the longer you leave it after the water elemental has been deceased, the fader is a word. The streak starts to wane,
Okay.
and until you can't see it anymore. It was
So
It's
it's
hard
effective.
to attack. So
No one knows that I've got the crystals.
Oh, don't we?
No,
Oh,
I kind of just
I pocket it then. I just go. I guess I'll hold on to this.
I kind of just went.
secret crystals. Sorry.
so
What other ways have we got to get into the city?
Well,
I can turn into a god.
You can turn into a. Oh, I think she said a god for
yeah, I
a
think
second.
said God too.
Oh, that
I've
would have
been
been
a god the
interesting.
whole time, so
I'm already dealing with one of those. One's enough.
One
Thank you very
deity is
much.
definitely enough.
Right.
I've mentioned it before, and I'm very well aware that Hazel wants to do it on the up and up. She doesn't want
Well,
to sneak in.
I like the idea of legality being in, sort of our favour.
Question: Where
It
is
gets
the
us in
prison?
less trouble, and
Where's
easy to
the
explain where we are,
prison?
where we're. But
Prison.
if we go and
Prison?
purchase a
Prison.
merchant's license, we
I
can
would.
move between the lower and middle parts of the city.
How much would that cost? Do we know how much the
Well-
license would be?
I think it just depends on what sort of thing we are trading in.
If only we had a few carts.
That would be good.
True.
I would say that the prison. There's two. There's one very big prison next to the barracks called the infirmary.
Oh, dang.
Wait, what then?
I
The
think you
microphone.
Oh, did you hit the microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Jason Statham.
Because I saw it go. Tung, tung.
Yeah, I
I
heard
thought I hit you in the shoulder.
Nah.
I force rejected that. Sorry.
Please avoid the microphones.
Not worth,
I
There
shall
you
try.
go.
not worth the
Try
nap.
being the key word.
Yeah.
I would say that the prison is two. There's one called the infirmary next to the barracks, in the outer rim of the city, but you can't get to it. It is heavily guarded and walled off, same as the barracks. There's a smaller prison in the lower rims of the city, just for thieves and adulterers and whatever.
And
So holding versus jail.
Yeah.
So that's just holding.
So there's no like fancy holding
so
cells
adultery is
inside.
a
They are
jail
in the
or
infirmary.
offence.
But that's
Yeah.
the where's the barracks?
Ah.
Sorry. I missed that joke, boys.
Adultery is a jailable offense.
And then Tal just goes quiet.
All right.
So, where is the barracks in here? Is that in the nicer area, or where's that?
Barracks is behind the castle, but it's still technically the outer rim. It's just that you can't really get to it.
So both of those two are in the outer rim.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to figure out if there was one in the inside.
Yeah, so if you think about it, the one on the outside, the smaller prison, is actually next to the Drow Quarter and the Rainier Markets, which is in the right side of the outer rim. And these places are a bit more derelict.
Derelict, my balls.
Just waiting for it.
And
That's such a good line, though.
These nuts.
and it kind of has their own justice system. So like, if the crime is not big enough, they'll just like chop off some dude's hand at the prison and let them go, or just jail them for a couple of weeks and be like, don't do that again, and let them go.
So there's no like legal buildings on the inside of those.
No. Infirmaries for very, very serious crimes like treason and, having vanity plates.
Where's the place people get judged? Where's the
court.
The court, yeah.
The people don't get judged unless they are lords, or if the crime is big enough, and that will be in the castle. Or not the castle, the magistrate's office, which is next to the castle.
So they're pretty big on.
Which region is that in?
That's the upper, like
The central room.
yeah, not the central, the very upper, the castle region, basically, the most inner circle.
Royal
You
Court.
would
Yeah.
have to go in to
Central
get
to
to there, right?
upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
have to go in.
technically, if we forge papers to say that I'm taking you guys to prison,
But the
Or
crime,
to the court.
the crime has to
No,
be big enough.
not happening.
No,
No?
I'm not.
Definitely against anything in regards to that. Do you know what happens to people that look like me in places like that? Killed on the spot. Not happening.
well, you're not gonna go
I
to actual
don't-
prison.
I don't think he meant actually taking us all the way.
I'm just
there.
gonna say
Not
to
even
them,
the implication. No. The reputation. It took a long time to get a stable reputation. I do not wish to weigh that.
You get as far as the gate, and then they would take us and put us in the actual prison, and we won't be able to get out, and you'd be able to just wander around like you. That would be like.
oh,
Well,
well.
they won't let you
It's
escort
worth
us
trying.
into the prison.
I'll say as you guys are talking, night falls, and
We're walking
you're
talking.
now. Oh, you're walking, talking. You're
Walking,
walking towards
talking.
the
We're
city.
going back down.
Okay.
Walkie talkie.
All right.
Okay.
So it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. We
Do we
almost.
want to, before we get to Oof, we need to decide, do we want to give them the amulet straight away, or do we want to pretend we didn't get it, at least until morning?
Well, I don't think he's going to be there at 2 o'clock in the morning.
There's a chance his people will be there.
They definitely would have watched us leave. I'm going to put that out there right now.
Maybe.
We just need to decide what we're doing as
Maybe we could just say that it was a scouting mission for now. We haven't actually done it yet. We'll be back.
Slight problem. All the people from the village have gone to Aridin, so that would have been noticed.
Shite.
We could always bloody someone up and say that we weren't able to get it tonight, we're going back tomorrow.
Secondly, we could wash our hands of a large portion of this and inquire maybe about large financial return for handing over said item, and financial return could be used to buy said legal merchant license. A legal merchant license could get us in and out of middle quarters whenever we wish.
I like that.
Wasn't that the deal already?
Who would you sell it to?
Him.
Sell it to him.
Yeah, rather than using it as a deal to get into a library, just get money and use the money to get into the library and have change. Lots of change.
Or if you think it's as expensive as...
I think it is. I just worry that he'll not be pleased at us changing the deal.
I think he would probably prefer finance over something as high risk as
Smuggling.
smuggling. Smuggling is low reward, high risk, no matter which way you go about it. If you're smuggling something out to then sell, sure, he's smuggling something in with a risk and mouths to blab about how. But if he gives us cash, that is no,
And if we-
not issue.
Yeah, if we have the merchant's pass anyway, we have a return pass into the middle realm. Because this is a one-way ticket if we go through him.
I mean, I'm all for it.
I prefer investing in things that we can reuse rather than things that we can only use once with high risk.
I'm all for it
Alright,
as long as we can do it.
Let's do it by the book.
Done.
Technically, we're just getting
Yeah,
our funding
sort
from
Questionable
less than legal
sources.
source.
But
Questionable.
it's not a legal pass.
Correct.
No, we didn't steal this. We just reacquired it from someone who
Okay,
lost it.
we stole things.
Right.
No,
yeah, we stole
no. We
So-
freed a village. They
Does-
lived in one building. That's freedom.
Heroes of
Does that mean that we're giving this to him?
I guess so.
The financial gain could be worth it.
If it helps us get those 20 children back, then I guess it is worth it.
yes. The other option's selling the crystals we have.
Well, I mean,
That's
We
all.
only have a few of those.
Well, I have one. I don't know if anyone else has any.
We've got a couple.
I'll pull out and go.
I've got 7 of them.
When did you get those?
Or back in Thunder Rock.
Tell!
How many
What?
of those are real?
I told you, people got to leave stuff flying around. I'm likely to pick it up.
I'm just gonna check my
Can't
pockets
help
real quick.
We could get the crystals, mix it in with the beer, and make our Vegemite miracle
That could be
elixir.
our
We could
merchant
start-
thing. We could
that's our
sell
mer-
beer.
100%. I'm just saying that's there's a market for it.
didn't Dunno, the old drow person, say he could get us into the city as well?
Look, possibly, but I like the idea of a return trip.
Yeah, having the
without
merchant,
any
we can go
issues.
and come as we please. We can.
I was just thinking that that's a way we could do it without having to give up this amulet.
How handy would that amulet be, though? It is a giant red beacon of, hey, we are here.
I want to say at this point, you guys have arrived in the city. We've been talking for half an hour. You go through the city guards, everything seems as normal. You guys walk past a rough tug, which is particularly rowdy tonight.
Even
Is that
at
what I
2
say?
o'clock in the morning.
In 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
Hey.
baby, city that don't sleep.
Maybe we should talk in here first before we go to Oof. Finish our conversation.
I'd prefer an alley to the rough tug.
You hear someone screaming in the distance. It sounds like a
Like pleasurable. Like,
no, more like kind of a shock, like if you just discovered that an alley cat you were petting was actually a rat. Kind of scream.
Not like I'm
Um,
terrified and in danger scream. It's a surprise scream.
That's the same scream as far as I'm concerned.
It's a bit of both. It's like
I'm wagging it.
So definitely more of like an than a ooh.
yeah, it's like ooh. It's
I
like,
run after Penance.
ah!
But like
Penance?
up an octave, bro.
Yeah. We've been here 5 minutes, guys.
You say to air, I'm off.
Penance and I are gone.
Going towards the sand?
Yes, 100% towards
Okay.
it.
As you draw closer, would you like? Don't even roll for it. As you draw closer, you hear a almost mechanical, like just gears grinding into each other, and metal scraping upon metal. So it's sorry, that's terrible.
That's somehow worse.
We know the sound it needs.
Bleep bloop bleep.
Is it like in an alley or are we?
It's the alley between Oof and the rough tug.
Does
Can we
anyone
do-
speak droid?
Can we do the thing where we just like all the heads pop around the corner in like ascending order of five? And we're just walking around the corner.
Like
Yeah.
Friends in the Thanksgiving episode. Yeah.
I'm doing the eyes.
Daz up the top.
What is going on here?
Yeah, can we
Oh.
see anything down the alley?
Are you trying to be sneakies about it?
Nope.
Oh no, no, not. Hazel goes to be sneaky and then Penance just runs by. Like, oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Roll.
Yeah.
Sneaky boo boo. Thank you.
Sneaky boo boo.
14.
14. You do not get the sneakums, but as all 6 of you kind of peek around the corner, you see this kind of animated metal suit of armor that is harassing a certain well-dressed gentleman.
Is it the halfling gentleman from Oof?
No, it's just you don't know this
Oh, okay.
person,
A
but
random
you just
gentleman.
can tell by the silk that's reflecting off the moonlight.
Hang on.
You're like, he looks rich.
No, I never actually went into the rough tug, but if I recall correctly, was there a suit of armor acting as security in the rough tug?
No, we know that mech suits are a thing here. Like people, I don't think
I
that was
was
armor
thinking
in
of
the-
something else.
yeah.
Too many stories in my head.
Does this mech suit look like it is piloted or an automaton?
Judging from the action, I would say that is definitely piloted.
Piloted?
Just because of the jagged action and this kind of, you can see it trying to make decisions, and like is moving in reaction to the character.
I would like to run on forward. Am I able to identify a base with eyes at all?
A face with eyes.
And like who's piloting it? Can I see the person who's
I
piloting it?
say
Or are they
not.
fully enclosed?
They have their back to you, and that's why you see the business, the high class gentleman more clearly, because he has his back to you. You don't see his face, but you see the face of the richer gentleman.
All right. High risk, high reward. I'm casting darkness on the head of the mech suit.
As he's doing that, I want to do an ability as well.
Yeah.
Are we killing this thing? Or are we just...
So
I'm just getting the rich guy out.
Okay.
all I'm
Just checking.
Pacify it.
So, as Penance is racing towards it, seeing the mech suit, Fenthwick is going to hold his hand out and hand down and use his ability adjust density. The mech suit now weighs twice what it does. It acts and moves as though it weighs twice its normal weight.
Yeah. I think Gaz kind of wants to run up behind him and do like what's it called?
Tabletop.
Tabletop. So just like on hands and knees right behind it to try and trip it.
Okay.
Just for shits and gigs.
Can I get some passive perceptions here?
Oh gosh.
15.
Passive perception.
It's pretty low. I'm not very perceptive.
The-
11.
12.
Investigation, however.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, my investigation. should
These mechs are actually part
17.
of the City Watch, aren't
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, knowing the mechs from the City Watch, you know that is not a mech from the City Watch.
they? Okay.
Oh.
That is a very much an improvised,
Oh, that's a very different story then.
Can I-
suit
Yeah.
of something.
Yeah.
Can I
okay.
also grab Daz? Gently. I don't like grab him, but I like pick up Daz because he's got the crystal from Denal that is against Max. So I'm just gonna grab Daz and be like, crystal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Tal
Protect
would
the
have
chicken.
hesitated at first because he knows that's the City Watch and he doesn't want to screw with them. And then, yeah, when he realizes it's not a City Watch mech, he's like,
Whew.
I would also say, City Watch mechs are like a large size, like almost like a small dragon sized.
Oh shit.
Well, this is the size of a person. This
Yeah,
is
wow.
just
We're
like a
fighting
suit
Iron
of
Man.
armor. Yeah.
No. We're not fighting Iron Man. We're fighting the people that tried to copy the Iron Man suit in Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
And they're like, that soldier is completely fine. That
Not
one.
not Iron Man. Metal person.
Yes.
Metal guy.
Metal guy.
The
Copper
Chinese
woman.
knockoff.
Couple woman, yes.
So, how well is he covered?
In terms of how well is he armored? It's covering most of his body. You can see kind of like in the moonlight it shines, but you see kind of black cloth where it doesn't shine, which is in between the gaps of the joints. Where
so
the plates.
it's like he's wearing plate armor.
Yeah, it's basically a
Plate-
plate armor that is powered somehow.
I've screwed
don't
half
have
of you,
metal in.
by the way, because I've cast darkness, which is a
Yeah.
15-foot sphere of pure darkness that magic can't
Did you
hit
cast it
On-
on him or
on-
on his head? Like
on
right
his head.
So as soon as you get close to his head,
So,
Yeah.
So we can't
so
see
it's
anything.
15,
It's
now
15
15-foot
feet.
sphere.
Yeah.
My goal was to like get the 15-foot sphere of darkness, which is cast on him, not on that space. So as he moves, it follows it, and then I'm gonna grab the rich guy and get out.
but the rich guy can't see either. And once you get into that
he's
space,
in
you
the-
can't see either.
But I have a rough idea of where they are. This is happening in 6 seconds. So I'm hoping to just
Okay.
run straight towards the rich guy, cast darkness, or grab the rich guy and then cast darkness on the face of the mech, and then move backwards. Or anything along those lines.
Okay. I'll say who was 15 passive? Sorry, returning. I'll say Alaric, you can make out about 5 shadows on the rooftops, kind of lining up on either side of the alleyway.
Okay.
But
I also
nobody else
have-
really notices.
I also have dark vision.
That doesn't
The-
work against magical
no.
darkness. Also, this is hero going. You guys will do combat.
But
damage.
Brad is now blind, right? Because you're like right behind this dude in the dome.
Yeah, well, I'd say if he called that move first, I'll just kind of run him blindly into it, not really realizing.
Okay. I'll try to signal to these
You
guys
have
that
Daz off
there's
the eyes you run past.
5 people up there.
Okay.
Well, I'm busy focusing on using my ability to slow it down,
Oh
hopefully.
gosh. Yeah, I grab my shield out. I don't know what's happening.
I'll say everyone roll initiative.
Ah.
There it is.
Also, Thomas and Brad have a 20 that they can use at any point. They can use it in
Yeah.
initiative or
So do I.
to attack.
I haven't
geez.
shot yet.
Oh, sorry. Is it Ken and Thomas?
Yeah.
Ken
Yeah.
Thomas,
Ken
yeah.
and Thomas. Sorry.
So,
Oh, that's a bit shut.
So, for your information, Hero,
Yes.
at the moment for the next minute? Yeah, up to 1 minute. It has its movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
18.
By 10 feet.
That's pretty good fight.
The max movement
What?
speed.
What the hell?
7.
I also like to say that I just rolled a 1, the first one of the session.
Well done.
Nice.
Okay.
So is your initiative 9 plus
7.
7?
16.
Jesus.
Damn.
16.
Oh, yeah, I can't count.
Boy is fast.
Gloomstalker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been plus 11, but I think something else.
Did you take the alert feat?
No, I didn't, but I could have. But I would
Yeah.
have had 11.
Yeah, right.
It's just nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Um,
once had a character that had plus 14 to initiative.
Spicy.
Oh,
It's insane.
So you go first.
Yeah.
I
So,
feel a disturbance in the force.
what did you roll for initiative? Yeah.
You sense it.
Okay.
Right, so let's get some.
Damn it. Okay.
I was concentrating as well.
Good!
That would have been good.
That would have
Wait,
gotten
can I
great
test to see if
time.
this actually shoots? Because that didn't shoot them
No,
for
it
some
didn't.
reason.
Amy, you have to say
What
that never happened to me before.
That,
Yeah,
shoot.
And just
Okay.
like sex, sometimes you shoot blanks.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So
Or
you don't
sometimes
need
you don't
protection.
shoot at all.
Unless if you're a nerd, you always shoot.
If you feel like you're about to shoot blanks, just raw dog it.
No.
I was
Don't take
specifically
any
avoiding
advice from
those
these
comments.
boys.
Just anything.
Don't take sex health advice from these boys. Okay.
Don't take any advice from us.
What do you mean? I'll be a great life coach. I'm like Asian Jay Shetty. He's Asian. So I don't know.
Just like another Jay Shetty.
So,
Swole J shit.
let us know when you want initiatives.
Yes. Let's start from Doug.
17.
17. Oh, beautiful. Amy?
5. I don't roll well.
I can see why you wanted that shot.
16.
19.
Well, the cleric's last is a good
Ooh,
one.
well, I use mine then.
16.
I'm screwed.
16.
16.
16. Oh, sorry. Ken?
7.
7. I got
Oh,
a
wait,
9
use
and
my
a
20 just
1.
3 attacks.
Alright. So. I think Doug, you are. So Brad, you are first, and then it will be. So Brad, Gaz is first, and then
Fenthwick?
Fenwick, and then it will Dylan and Thomas. You two will have to dex it out.
You
Let's
have.
see.
What's your dex?
You probably have more than me because you're just a charming old father.
Mm-hmm.
Dex off.
So,
I'm
are you
18.
definitely tabletopping?
18, because of my celerity.
Okay, you can go first. That's cool.
Yeah, alrighty.
I don't mind.
But that works out.
What are you saying?
That's congrats.
Yeah, so Gaz, because I haven't noticed the people up on the roof, so I'm just gonna, and then you've cast the shadow ball.
Yep.
I did point it out though.
Yeah,
He's just
I'm
barreling
not paying
through.
attention.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna at the moment just run straight for the mech and just try and grapple it, essentially. But I can't really see shit, so I'm basically just running forward, just going. I think he's in this direction, and just
I'm gonna just get
trying
you
to tackle.
to roll a plain d20 and see if you kind of hit it.
6.
6. Okay. I'll say as you kind of run forward, you don't. As soon as you go blind, you get close enough to the spell to go blind. You kind of trip over a little pebble that you don't see somewhere, and you just gonna trip and hit your head against the armor. But at least you found him.
So I end up tabletopping him anyway. Oh, my head. Oh. So yeah, I'm tabletopping him.
Right.
Cool.
I think next would be Fenwick.
So, in front of me, all I can see is a big sphere of darkness. I don't know about the guys up the top.
Oh, no, Alaric's pointed it
I
out
did
to
point
us.
it out. If you
Pointed
want
them
to.
out, yeah. But I was more focusing on the immediate.
No one ever listens to me.
It's because we can't see you in the ghillie suit.
Hid in the bushes the last fight.
The whole fight.
The entire time.
Don't worry, I'll help you out this one.
I'm actually just going to hold my turn.
Oh.
I'm going to... I can't really see anybody to hold anything for, I guess.
You don't want to hit Brad by accident.
No.
Sorry,
Who's
Gaz. Gaz. Or Daz.
Yes.
No, Daz is with me. I'm holding Daz. I grabbed Daz off
Oh.
Gaz before he ran through. Because I'm like,
So when you were like kind of peeking, Daz is just on top.
Yeah.
Of everyone.
Tell you what,
Daz is on my head.
I'll hold frostbite. It when we rounded the corner, it looked like the guy in the suit of armor was attacking or assaulting the one on the ground, right?
Yeah, more like
Right.
just kind of grappling him against a wall.
If I'm gonna hold my action to cast frostbite,
Yeah.
in the event that I see that guy again,
Mhm.
if I see him try to run away or anything like that.
Mhm.
Otherwise, that's my turn.
Okay.
Interesting.
So if he runs away.
If I see him running away,
and he's
running
running
at us, trying to escape the situation, I guess.
Right, perfect. Okay. Penance.
Okay, I would like to. Well,
It's my job. Oh,
I guess I'm here. I know nothing about the guys up top, so I'm going to continue with my plan. I was the first one to run away. If there's anyone who didn't hear you, it's me.
He's in there.
I'm a fucking chicken.
I'll say Gas like kind of runs faster than you, just ran past you. You hear clunk and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Just like my rugby days.
I'm grabbing the rich guy.
Yeah.
I'd like to grapple him and back up.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I want to do.
You're gonna attempt to grapple in the darkness where you last saw.
Where I last saw him, because I got there, cast the darkness, and I should just be able to just hopefully reach out and grab him and back up.
Okay. I'll just say that you are able to do that, but I will have you do a strength check.
Strength, I'm great at those.
You are grappling against the.
Then I
Don't know
guess I
much,
should
man.
probably
Grab
tell
a
you the
handling
other
whatever.
part of
Yes,
the
please
ability
do.
that I used.
Yes.
You're not gonna like this, Dylan.
Oh right.
Wait, who are you casting this on?
He
No,
cast
the ability that I used, adjust density, while the target's weight is doubled, the creature's speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it has advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Oh, am I doing a contested strength check against the mech?
Yeah.
So it has advantage.
Because he's grappling, he's holding like basically.
Oh, he's already holding the guy.
holding
Okay.
against the-
Okay, he's already holding the guy.
You only
Does that
use one arm,
change
remember?
your?
Just chop the other one off.
That's great. I got this.
You got this.
So yeah, you've got advantage.
Beautiful. I feel like if
You
you
should have shot Hero.
You just gotta shoot hero.
I'm gonna do that right when he goes to do his rolls with advantage, and hopefully he gets that ones. It's okay. I got an 8. This guy's fine. Go on.
Roll your dice.
Make your
Hero.
roll.
Roll your dice.
He's
It's
cheating,
fine.
he's using digital dice.
Roll your dice.
You see?
Oh, 16.
Yeah, okay. I think I lose that. You might.
Just.
I don't know how numbers work.
Yeah, I'm no mathematician.
I'm not a math scientist, but
I'm a scientist.
I like them pretty numbers.
Well, in that case, I would like to. How do I drop darkness?
I'll say you feel, you kind of
You
feel,
can do it as a.
you feel the rich kind of man and his silky robes, and you kind of touch it. Oh, that's a nice
You
material.
feel his richness.
Yeah, you feel his richness, and you're like, oh, Elon. Hey, yeah. You
Nice.
try and rip him away from the mech, and you hear this big rip, and for a moment you're not sure if you just kind of ripped him away, and he's really light, or
Or
you
just
just
his
got the
clothes.
fabric.
I'm clutching on for dear life, and you know what? Darkness stays up.
Very
Thank you.
funny, Scotty. Now being
He's
on
got
the
2
clothes.
handfuls of silk.
Yeah. This will look great on my house.
Fine silk
Curtains.
Curtains.
Curtains. 2 strips, like ribbons.
Yep.
But you gotta get matching carpets.
Yep.
Just keep ripping until you get enough for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's next.
You don't have to.
True.
You don't have to have carpet.
Also, I love that Hero can't relax now because he knows that Dylan's going to
Yeah,
survive.
I'm
He's
like-
just playing with
Can
I
always
it.
don't
go
look
for
at my
that
notes,
polished
but I'm like
full.
also
Yeah.
looking up Alaric.
So, the people on the roof there, you said there was 5 of them?
Yes.
Yes.
Do they all look pretty similar, or do any of them stand out as the guy calling the shots? Or
They look
something?
similar. They're similar height. They're all shadows, from what you can tell either because they are just in the night and they're wearing very dark clothing, or that something is affecting your sight.
You have a terrible poker face.
I'm just laughing.
I
looking at us.
will start with my. Oh, okay, natural 20 on my. Do not have PTSD, so that's good. I cast Hunter's Mark on the first one and shoot it 3 times.
Okay, shoot it 3 times.
Yes.
You say that again, but slower.
I would
Nothing.
like to cast Hunter's Mark and shoot.
You look a little jumpy there, hero.
This is a bad
I
idea.
think that's something else.
I'm just having a sip of my drink. It's fine.
I also have to say
You
that
can
the
relax.
episode will probably end in 10
Speaking of which,
minutes.
that is a fantastic mug.
So
you have
I'll
there.
make one of them a
Stay
natural
classy.
20.
I see that. It's very,
So
very
that'll
cool.
be that one.
Nice.
And the other ones. What do I have?
Got him.
Yes! That was such a good shot.
Well done.
Oh,
is a
they
very
run out 20
bad
next
idea.
round.
It's alright, you can relax now. Everyone on this side has shot you.
Does the natural
No,
only...
Dylan hasn't.
So
Oh, sorry, no,
That
Amy
was
hasn't.
Dylan.
Yeah, Amy hasn't.
Amy
No,
hasn't.
Dylan hasn't. I'm already sure it's fine.
Sorry.
22,
Yep.
22, natural 20.
security?
Okay.
That's a false sense of security. Let's see what I do next.
Roll your damage dice. So explain to us what you're shooting from. Is it crossbow, longbow, shortbow?
So I'll pick up my longbow and I see the first guy and I'm like, you're dead.
Oh god.
You think you need a bullet to make your DM flinch?
That's amazing. Oh my god.
Let me grab my
Who's
damage
got
die.
PTSD?
Just me today.
They will soon.
I'm gonna explain to people you got it from D&D.
Okay.
That's the embarrassing part.
Let me start with the 2 non-natural ones first. So that's 1, 2, and 1 more.
If you have your nat 20s, I'll say use them soon.
Do you have
I'll
to
use them
this
separately.
episode?
I already used
Yeah,
one.
it's
Yeah,
only that.
Yeah,
that's
this is
necessary.
for the episode.
There's my deal. So
Okay.
for the first 2 attacks.
It's okay. you can
11 points
relax.
of damage.
I'm a shit shot, you're fine.
Wait, 11.
Amy swore. Sorry.
I swear.
It's Hazel that does it. You gotta remember this.
17. So for the first 2 attacks, 17 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And for the natural 20, I guess I'll just doubling that. So that's 2 plus 3. So that's
Wow.
6 extra damage.
I'll say at the side of your first arrow leaving it, and following the 2 kind of flurry of arrows, you see kind of your arrows disappear into the night, and you see a shadow kind of limp over and gets pushed behind by the sheer force of the arrows, and it falls back and almost his body flies across the roof, and he disappears, and you're like, oh crap, and you see the other 4 kind of stare at him like almost simultaneously, and then disappear.
Okay. I yell, I can do this too, and I jump into the darkness, and now I'm invisible.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Because that's another feat I
The
have.
ultimate killing suit.
Yeah.
So I just flinched because I saw
Who's grabbing his
Thomas
coffee?
bring his coffee. Yeah, I was like,
It's okay.
Just want another one.
You can relax.
I'll say the mechanical suit of armor in front of you punches the ground, and everyone within 10 feet of him, radius, has to make a con save.
If we're still around the
Con
corner,
save.
are we within, how close are we if we're at the corner?
I'll say
still?
you about 20 feet.
Sweet.
Cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Oh, what a loser.
fine. How tall are the buildings here?
I'll say.
This gun is dumb.
Oh,
No, it's my fault.
I'll be 25 feet.
Alright, so 2
I don't
stories.
even need it. I'm just watching him flinch.
I don't have a heart condition. Although
Yeah.
No.
someone in our cast does.
We will get there one day.
So, yeah, Skip.
Oh, it's not my turn. I was just asking.
You're just asking about the stories.
So con save?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, con save. For
Oh.
everyone who's 5 feet,
15.
10 feet of in radius. So Brad,
11.
11, 15.
15.
15. So I'll say Gaz, you feel the ground kind of break underneath you for a moment, and someone pulls you from underneath. But as soon as your head hits the ground and receive 2 points of damage, you realize it was just an illusion.
Yeah, right.
And the ground isn't cracked because you touch the ground and you're like, oh, okay, that's smooth. There was no opening.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird, mate.
Cool.
Whose turn is it?
I'll say that is now to the wonderful 7 that was rolled by Tal.
Upon hearing Alaric shout out there's people on the roof and seeing him fire, can I try and make my way up onto the rooftop?
Sure.
Athletics?
I'll say athletics. And the way I'll describe these buildings are, they're kind of rows of buildings that are like row houses. They're workers' residences. And then on the top, there's like 2 extra buildings added on that are the taverns.
Yep.
But there are beams kind of in between each building just to keep it upright.
Yep.
They're not very well built. And you kind of grapple onto one of the beams and you climb up.
Right. So, because I'm a thief, climbing no longer costs extra movement, so it's just my movement rate.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful.
But yeah, I would still need to do a athletics. A 7.
So,
Ooh, that's not very good.
I'll say you're able to.
Oh!
I'll say you're
Damn.
able to make it halfway.
I forgot you said
I heard the click. I'm like,
I forgot
It's
Brad hasn't
coming.
gone yet. I forgot.
Waste of time.
Gun. I'll say as soon as you can he see over the darkness if he's up high?
Yeah.
yeah, you just can't
Yeah.
see through it.
You can't see through it.
No.
Yeah.
So all it would be is just a ball of black.
Black.
So technically, if he's
And
run,
I was at the mouth of the alley with Hazel and
Yeah.
Fenwick, so I've just gone straight up.
if he was running the other way, nobody would see that. Technically, he would run out of the zone, and you still won't see it because the zone will still be blackened.
No, the zone is on him, on his head. Wherever
Oh,
he
right.
moves,
So the mech moves.
if the mech moves, he's in darkness the whole time, and we leave the darkness as he runs away.
So if you see the darkness move, do you
We-
freeze it, or do you have to see him physically?
Well, no, because I have to see him as a target.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'd say you, as you're going, you see whatever was the darkness now, is now kind of have shifted about 10 feet forward.
Do we
get to the
attacks
alley
of
further?
opportunity?
I'll say, sorry,
Into that alley.
into the alley, further into the alley.
Yeah.
Do you see him?
No,
Because
no,
you're
I
the
won't,
caster of
I won't be able
darkness?
to see them, but I think I get disadvantage. I think, and like if you're in pure darkness and something leaves, you still get an attack of opportunity. It's a disadvantage.
Okay, you get it with a disadvantage.
I think that comes down to a DM thing, but
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Okay.
It is a very loud
'Cause I was-
mechanic that has double density, so I think yes.
fair enough.
Okay, well, I believe that means you and I get attacks of opportunity.
Perfect.
If so,
I
loud
as
mechanical.
Do I get an attack opportunity as well?
Aren't you standing back and shooting people?
I jumped into the
He
darkness.
jumped into the.
Oh, you jumped into it. I'll say you get it too then.
Nice.
4 attacks in a round.
Oh, I should have used
18.
bloody natural 20 then.
Yeah.
One check.
I would like to use my natural 20 for this attack of opportunity,
Yep.
provided by my DM. Thank you very much. And I'm going to go for whichever one does the most damage. That would be the rapier. So yeah.
Does it count as a critical?
Nat 20.
The nat 20, yeah.
Sweet.
There you
I
go.
think Alaric used it as a critical.
I did. I thought that was okay.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. So I just forgot to tell you.
I just rolled really shit, but yeah.
I rolled an 8, so that would be 16 plus 4s. That would be 20 points of damage.
Stabby, stabby.
With
So-
a rapier, so shing, stab.
Stab?
Back.
So as you stab, you feel you have dislodged something, and you hear like a very kind of free metal clunks, and something drop onto the ground. Something about like 20 kilos, or 50 pounds, I think.
45 pounds.
Yeah.
Thank you. And as you draw your rapier from the darkness, can you see your rapier? Or are you still in the darkness? You can't see it.
I wouldn't see that until he leaves, because
Yeah.
there's nothing. I don't think none of my skills stop him from moving. So
As you draw your rapier away, you don't see anything, but you can definitely smell blood. You smell the copper in the air. You're like, love
I
the smell of
smell
blood.
I'm
in
very
the
familiar with.
It's not yours.
Yeah, for once. It's lovely.
Gas?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna then, because I'm on the ground, I'm gonna kind of stand up, and as he's leaving, grab the great axe off my back, and I'm gonna swing just blindly at it, and I've got an 18 on that roll.
Oh wow. Okay.
Does that hit?
Yeah, that definitely hits. Y'all not fucking around.
That's a 6 damage. 4 plus 2.
Yeah, I'll say as you kind of come down, because it was in sheer darkness, you kind of miss his body as he's already running away, but you clip like where his calf would be, you would imagine, kind of midway down, and you hear him kind of stumble as you hear two like really quick thuds in succession to his first thud, and you're like, damn yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I rolled a natural 1.
What are you attacking with? Just keep shooting.
I think it's a short sword I have.
I'm concerned about my back.
Yeah,
It's about my face.
because I think Alec's he's the backest. Penis is in the front, and then you are down, but it's the same.
short
also in the
sword.
front.
Yeah.
So you two are in the.
I'm
kind
in
of
the
range.
firing line of him,
Yeah.
So
easily.
do I need to
Definitely.
roll for which one I hit?
I'll say just roll a plain d6 and see what happens. I just want to see what it is that happens.
6.
As you kind of, what is it again? So, short sword. So as you kind of not noticing the sides of the alleyway, you swing way too wide, and one of your sword kind of edge of your sword catches in one of the bricks, and it gets stuck, and you hit Gaz in the face with your fist. As you kind of let go of the sword, and just kind of, oh crap, sorry.
Did you see that? He fucking hit you. Wow, asshole. Wow. That's
No
some
point
kind of
to that.
special fucking attack. I've never seen that before.
I thought he was in front of me.
It's everywhere. It's behind me.
We're surrounded!
What's going on? I'm getting attacked from the ground. I'm getting attacked from
Probably
behind.
one of the guys on the roof.
There are guys on the roof?
Yes!
Gaz is just straight up confused.
How long is the darkness?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Or until I drop concentration.
I'll say at the end of that, he has kind of disengagement fight. I think everyone can roll out of initiative.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear kind of a thud going outwards.
And he's carrying the rich guy, isn't he?
Oh no, the rich guy, as he leaves, you see the rich guy's on the
Oh,
ground.
I go to the rich guy and see if
Oh,
he's
thank you.
injured.
I have a question
He
for
just
you.
pants too.
Yeah.
So the guy I shot, did he die?
No, he didn't die.
Okay. So I can still track him for an hour.
You can track him, and you can track him either way, magically by blood on the rooftops. I'll say he's heavily injured.
Okay.
He would have just survived that.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's as you draw closer, you see that it is a human male, about 36-ish. You don't recognize him. He's not like a famous noble or anything. He just seems to be well dressed in a silk. Where his nipples are, you see two slits, I guess you would say, that's been ripped off from Penis's arms.
Oh, at least it wasn't like that was his outfit. It was just like just a full silken gown and then just like nipple slits.
Yeah. And he's he's a roughish looking, almost like Aragorn, you imagine? With beard.
I pocket
net.
the silk.
I go, so you were right. And I cast mending on the front of his shirt, so it just kind of...
Oh.
So his nipples are... Are you alright, sir? Are you okay? Are you
Yeah.
injured?
Thank you. That you never know what you're gonna get when you come down to these parts, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right, man. What's,
Are you okay?
yeah, why are you down here?
Yes.
And
Well,
why were they attacking you? Were they just trying to rob you?
I do not know. They were asking me if I had any red crystals.
Hi, I am Penance.
Hi, Penance. Thank you for all your help. I'm sure that is much appreciated. I will here. He flicks a copper coin at each one of you.
I just let it
I'm
hit
still
me.
halfway up the building.
Yeah.
So, can I, from where I am though, can I do like a history check to see if I recognise him?
I also ask his name to help out with that process. What's your name, sir?
Come on,
If you
hero.
put an NPC in front of me, I'm gonna ask its name.
What's 3 times 7?
21. You're stupid.
Yeah, sorry, you go first. Yeah.
I got an 11.
Does he get advantage because I
No,
asked
no.
the name? If the
Yeah.
guy
Okay.
gives the name?
That's a 12.
His name
Try.
is. His name is. Wait, give me a second. I have this. His first name is Jade.
Okay.
His last name is Buddha.
Last name Willem.
Jade Willem.
Jade Willem. You recognize him as one of the servants of the Clary family, who is one of the top lords in the city. They have like controlling interest. So they're one of the 5 people that gets to vote on things that actually affect the city.
So I'm guessing he has a way into the other parts of the city.
He might do.
I'm going to continue to the rooftops to see
Jade
if I can see any of these
Jade
guys flying
Willem.
across the
Willem?
rooftops.
Okay. So you continue climbing, and as you get up there, you no longer see them in front of you in the rooftops,
Yep.
but you see them in a very far distance.
Yep.
So past the main road into the left quarter of the lower rims of the city.
Which is
Near the Heroes Guild.
Yep.
You see them kind of in the distance, almost like as little dots, jumping up and
I'm
down.
just going to stand there and
rooftops.
watch them
Okay.
for as long as I can.
I'd like to pull my rapier out and get a rag, his silks, out of my back pocket, flick it. I'm just at eye level. My friend, these are very dangerous locations. As I clean up right in front of him, put the silk back in my back pocket. Do you require escorting into where you are heading?
No, I should be. It will do. Thank you very much. I'm sure the money will suffice. Please leave me alone. Thank you again, I guess.
Beg your
I
pardon.
mean, 4 copper for saving your life. Come on, mate. Like,
You did forget the chicken. Daz was the crucial part of that. I hold up the chicken.
Also, no one in these areas will come to a scream. We are a ambiguous bunch.
We're sort of kinder than a lot of folks around here.
if you ask
And
me, we saved your life, mate. So you kind of owe us something.
Also,
Well,
we didn't kill any of those people. They're still out there.
Should have expected this from this part of town. There you go. He puts in like about a silver, just one single silver, and goes, and he flicks it at you so it bounces off you and into the mud.
No, I'm not. We've got gold. We don't need the money.
I pick up the silver with the mud. I go up to him, open up the front pocket, slide it in with the mud. All we're after is an appropriate thank you, not coin.
Well, thank you.
I tap the mud pocket. My friend, you are welcome.
Oh, may Beal's glory be with you. Thank you. Thank you.
And may Terra
Yes.
keep an eye on your safety.
Don't suppose you're going to tell us who that was, are you?
I have no idea.
Were there
Inside check.
I was waiting for someone to say.
Roll for it.
I also asked, were there any symbols or markings on the front of that suit? We didn't get a good look at it.
Well, the symbol would be metal, and the other symbol would be death, because it was a big death metal thing coming at me.
Wait,
There you go.
you're not the most well educated, are you?
I just kind of, I actually get very close, very concerned. Did it hit you in the head? Are you all right? Like looking into his eyes?
I am fine.
Are
He
you
slapped
right?
your
Are you
hands
sure?
away. Yes. Look, I need to be somewhere. I need to go. I'm sorry.
I mean, we all
I'm in
need
a
to be
hurry.
somewhere.
I got a 5.
He has no idea. He seems to have no idea who this guy is.
Okay, you're boring me now. Let's go sleep.
All right. Good luck, Sir Jade, and hopefully you don't find.
Sir.
Well, he's dressed nicely. I assume that there's some
Not-
sort of propriety.
Not a lord.
Oh, all right.
Merely a
Goodbye.
servant.
No.
Good night, Mr. William.
Lords have better,
Manners.
yes.
Yes. Good night, Mr. Willem. Good luck.
Good night. I hope to never see you again.
As he
I'm not
walks
using
past,
my. I just rolled it.
Sorry.
I'm going to come stealthily down behind him and stand behind him. And then I'm going to use my natural 20 that you gave me to pick his pocket.
I'll let you know what you get in a bit.
To make that a little bit easier for you,
I just gritting.
as he walks past, I'm going to reach into my pocket, grab out a little bit of dust, and pat his jacket on the way past. Turns out it's gold dust, and I'm casting a movable object on his jacket.
So, like, his jacket can't move, or his whole body?
No, just the jacket.
It's the jacket. So as he moves, the jacket will just rip off him.
Either that or he
Just
just
holds him in place.
holds him in place, yeah.
Depends how
Either or.
hard he walks. So yes.
Are we mugging a man?
I'm not mugging him.
I'm gonna
But
roll
it
this
can,
brand new
pickpocketing
D6
him.
that we have.
That's different. He doesn't know I'm doing it.
I'll say
Even mid-air, it will hold up to 4,000 pounds of weight in place.
So how
In
thick is this
place.
boy?
he's not a thick boy. He's a pretty thin boy. I'll say as he tries to move, he's gonna. What are you doing? Also,
I was just thanking you for your patronage, shall we say.
you will let me go now, sir.
I've done nothing to you. And
I'm
I'll step back and walk away, trying to hold a grin.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
walking away. Leave him be.
I lean
Have
down. I lean down to defend and go. How long does that last for?
An hour.
This poor guy's just gotten mugged. Also, I want to try
So
something.
can't you get a?
So the lesson we learned today, kids, is be grateful to people that save you.
And don't roll
you
down.
get a piece of you get a piece of parchment. You get some papers with an official stamp on it that is addressed to him,
Depends
and
who
you
ask.
get about, I say, 5 pieces of gold and 6 silvers.
So, I think I hit one of these guys pretty heavily in the main arteries, so if you want to, we can go pay them a visit again.
I just want to go to sleep, to be honest.
You want to find out who they were?
Muggers, I suppose.
Although if you do see somebody with a borderline dislocated, disjointed, or disconnected left shoulder, that was probably the one I got.
Well, I mean, I can check them now.
As they're
I know where
walking
they are.
away,
I'm
I'll
a bit tapped.
pat him on the back and
Oh,
you should be a little bit more grateful when people assist you, mate. And just keep walking past him.
He doesn't seem to notice you. He's struggling with the shirt.
yeah.
He's like trying to take it off or trying to get out of it somehow.
because that'd be like the whole jacket like this. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
you can't
Like,
get
yeah.
out. If
Yeah.
if this whole thing becomes immovable,
try to
arms
shimmy.
are stuck. Everything's like
Yeah, it's like
So,
Oh yeah,
while this is
Is it a
happening,
concentration spell?
it is.
So you can just drop it
Is-
like when we get to the end of the alley.
At
is he wearing a belt?
he's wearing a
A belt?
Build-A-Bear?
Belt.
Belt.
A belt. Sorry. Yes, he's wearing a belt.
While he's struggling, I will cut his belt from behind and walk away.
Guys,
From behind.
No, us.
Can you roll just a hit die for me?
A hit die.
Yeah, just
we just need to leave this man
I
alone.
want to see.
To hit 2 hits.
What do you
No,
mean
you
with a hit
definitely
die?
hit. I just want to see what you hit.
Oh, do you want me to hit him?
Yeah. You're cutting at him.
So he's rolling a
No,
d20?
Oh, you drag. Okay, never mind.
No, I'm not doing it stealthily. I'm just cutting
I thought
his
you were
fucking
gonna
belt off.
You just want his pants to drop.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
up away.
We're a bunch of bullies.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'm
This
just-
this
I'm-
went from we need to save him to fuck that guy.
We're the Justice League.
Fenwick, I think you should maybe drop that in a minute, don't you? We don't want him to catch his death of cold.
Nah, leave it up. Rest tonight.
let's wait until we're in off. That way he doesn't know where we are.
I'll say it's been about 10 minutes. Your spell has worn off, and you see a spot of darkness disappear at the end of the alley, and now you see a man struggling and bleeding on the ground at the far side of the alley.
Oh, we have to walk past the man we just bullied.
No,
I'm running
That's
straight
only-
towards him and jumping on him.
Is that the guy I'm tracking right now?
no.
No, you're tracking.
It's the mech guy.
Yeah, the mech guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the mech guy.
Who wants to own a mech?
That is the end of the episode. Thanks so much for joining us. That has been an interesting ride. You guys have decided about kind of what to do. You saved a ungrateful, I would say, rich man, servant of the Kalari family, and you met a mech guy.
Yeah,
Just to
we're about to
clarify
raw
here.
dog a mech guy.
Just to clarify, Hero, we had to use our nat 20s this episode.
Yes.
Does that mean you cannot use nat 1s against us next episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that. I knew it was coming.
I know
And
you
still.
I know you did.
Credits.
Better to be safe than sorry, though.
Thank you for joining us this episode. See you next week, Sunday at 6 p.m. Brisbane, Australia time. Thank you.
And remember, kids.
And don't roll
You
off.
get a